What's up everybody and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. And I know, everybody is freaking out over the CW's trailer of Batwoman, but I happen to like Ruby Rose a lot. I especially liked her in the Orange is the New Black series. But there's definitely an agenda underlined, actually, I can't even say underlined, it is very much at the forefront of the show, and I think it's really convoluting two things. I don't think it's necessary. But I do love Batwoman, she's an incredible character. Kate Kane is awesome, especially in the comics. And it's such a peculiar move because the CW has really been doing the DC characters justice. I absolutely love Supergirl, so that's why I'm a little bit baffled. But let's hope that the CW is taking fan feedback seriously because that trailer got butchered on YouTube, and let's hope they move in a new direction. But of course, the positive of all this is that we're starting to see some really incredible merchandise from the Bat family. So today we're going to be reviewing Diamond Select Toys' version of the Batwoman statue. Let's take a closer look. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, I wanted to showcase more of the comic book counterparts of these heroes, and this is obviously the Kate Kane that is inspired by the New 52, and it is a perfect recreation. I love the head sculpt here, and the cowl looks fantastic. The whited out eyes look spectacular and provide really nice contrast, and most importantly, they got the hair right. I love the sculpt and they got the right shade of red. It looks really good, guys. I really like this head sculpt. The style and art direction here is really cool. It's very impressive. Definitely like the way that the logo really stands out and contrasts well against the sheen of the black costume. And if you'll notice, the textures are really well done. It's that wet leather look. But her cape is really the focal point here and it draws your attention immediately. Apart from a brilliant sculpt, I love the folds. You also have that wonderful color palette and the red really stands out. It's also very dynamic and it looks like she just leaped off a building into that superhero crouch. And speaking of that crouch, it just screams style. I love the fact that one of her legs is folded up, presumably absorbing the impact of the leap she just made, and the other leg is slightly sticking out, which really balances her. You also get a wonderful look at the sculpt in the boots. It looks great, and again, that wonderful color palette looks great. What I really like is the subtle touches, the fact that she's only got a couple of her fingertips touching the actual base, again, presumably to steady her from the leap she just took. It looks awesome. Now, mirroring this one is completely optional and really up to your own taste. Now, there is plenty of detail on the reverse side, particularly with the hair sculpt, and again, I love that color. The cape is also very dynamic, though I'm not 100% sold on how shiny it should be on the reverse side. Nevertheless, the sculpt and the folds look absolutely great, and it does make her look like she has bat wings, which is really cool. The shine does look a little bit weird, but it could just be the light that I'm using, but it's completely up to you guys. Now, I really like the base on this piece, mostly because it's pretty simplistic and yet incredibly complex at the same time, or at least ornate. It sounds contradictory, but I do love the fact that it is very flat and it's a very low profile. I also like the fact that it's very granularized and there are different textures there. I especially like the patterns and the indentations, which look really great. Because of the differences in the color palette, it really makes both of them stand out, and I think it only complements this piece, and it looks really great overall, guys. Now, this piece is readily available, so I can't necessarily give it my holy grail seal of approval, but the price point is absolutely outstanding. Under 40 bucks is really awesome, so this is definitely a must own, especially if you're a Batwoman fan. You gotta have this in your collection. It's really cool, guys. Now, before I go, I just want to thank F&B Collectibles Incorporated for sponsoring today's video, and Big Bad Toy Store for sending this wonderful piece over for review. And if you're interested in this and other collectibles, please visit www.bigbadtoystore.com. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on Diamond Select Toys' version of the Batwoman statue. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.